मेरे दिल जिगर दे विच मेरी सारी गल्ला विच मैं ओनू रख के बैठा सी पर ओते निकली बिच. It's the parallel lead of the show. I was like, what? क्या बात कर रहे हो यार, finally. But I was like, oh really nice. और playing आप playing. Hello, hello, hello. How lovely it is to finally see you.
Bhuvan
Big fan,
Arora?
by the way. I watch all your interviews.
What are you
Sneha.
saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting us to start this way.
No, honestly, they're the best ones out there.
Oh my
I
God.
was saving it for the camera.
I wanted to tell you that I binged watched Farzi.
Did you now?
And so much of an incredible star cast. But I really came away thinking about you so much and just how amazingly you played Firoz.
Thank you. Gold iPhone, gold ring, gold chain. एकदम ludicrous जैसा.
ludicrous नहीं, लुक्खा क्रिस लाएगा तू.
I have so many questions for you as we walk and talk.
Right.
But my first question really is, how do you think Firoz is feeling right now? What would he be saying?
Firoz is on the top of the world. I'm pretty sure, and so am I. You know, everywhere I'm going now, people are like Firoz. I'm like, nahi, Bhuvan. I'm like, nahi, Firoz.
But that's a huge compliment.
That is a good compliment.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've promised to take me home today because apparently you're really big on coffee and so
I'm
am I.
huge on coffee, and I have like these 10 flavors of coffee that I have, and I want you to try all of them.
I can't wait.
Yes,
I can't wait. But while we get there, honestly, tell me tangibly what changes when you have a standout performance in a standout show. Is it true कि phone doesn't stop ringing या ये सिर्फ बोलने की चीजें हैं? What really happens?
It does happen, yaar. Matlab, I remember DK sir was joking about it when we were at the screening. He's like, buy a new phone. I said, why? He's like, this one's gonna burn tomorrow. So yeah, it does get heated up, and the first 3 days it was insane. It didn't stop ringing. I was getting so much love, not just from the audiences, but also from a lot of industry people. They reached out, they messaged, and it didn't stop ringing. And by I think 3 hours down, I was like, "Bhai, bas, मेरे से नहीं हो रहा." And then my wife is like, "चुप करके करो." मैंने बोला, "अच्छा मैं कर रहा हूँ."
This is what you dreamed of.
This is what I dreamed of, but yeah, man, nah, I didn't know they do come true.
Wow. And apparently it was a 30-second ad that you did for Flipkart that really convinced Raj and DK that you are there, Firoz. So it's also sort of, wow.
Wow, what a visual. I love this place, by the way.
This is near home for you, right?
This is near home for me. I keep walking on the street.
Which is why I had to capture you here. But yeah, it's really a lesson for aspiring actors कि सच में कोई role बड़ा या छोटा नहीं होता है ना?
I think that's not really true. Role छोटा होता है और role बड़ा भी होता है इसमें. I think these are things that are said by people to make you feel better and all of that. Hi, आपको आना है?
फर्जी देखी क्या?
So yeah, these are things that are said by people. हाँ, but अगर छोटे role में potential है, तो आप obviously you'll prove your worth in it also. अगर potential ही नहीं है उस role में, तो then what will an actor do? An actor cannot and should not rise above the script. So it's got to be backed by great writing for anybody to shine. So if any love that I'm getting right now is purely also because they've written it in a certain way. And I've waited here long enough to get something as meaty as Firoz, right? I've really hustled my way up. So I've done small parts also. I've done films for various reasons. Sometimes money, sometimes the people who are making it, sometimes under pressure of casting directors. A lot of things have happened. But I feel that, if you keep at it, you'll eventually get it.
Is it true that you almost turned Farzi down?
I didn't turn it down. That's like, it's floating around. It's incorrect information. Mukesh is going to kill me.
Let's clarify on Spill the Tea.
Yes, let's do that. So I basically got an audition call, and Mukesh's assistant called me and he said that, this is a show that we are doing and we really want you. So I said, send the script, let me go through it. So I read the script and I saw that it was like probably a 3-4 line audition. And I've been at it for 9 years now. I know when I read an audition, when it's a good audition, it's a bad audition, what is the kind of footage.
How do you tell? What's the gauge?
I know, man, it's just instinctive. You read a scene, you understand whether, it's probably something meaty or not. It just comes to me instinctively. और वो जिस तरीके की लाइनें लिखी होती है ना, उसमें भी समझ में आ जाता है कि आप किसी को सपोर्ट कर रहे हो, कि आपका इंडिविजुअली कुछ सीन है वो और वैसे करके. तो जब मैंने पढ़ा तो I auditioned for the scene where Mansoor has caught Sunny and Firoz. And then he says, isko goli maar de.
Oh my god.
So the scene where I'm running around and all of that. So that's an improvisation, by the way. The whole act, obviously, I had to play it in a certain way. So I decided to play it like that. That he doesn't know where to go. He obviously cannot get out of the room.
Hilarious.
So he's just going to run around hoping that the bullet won't catch him. So
That was improvised.
that is improvised. So yeah, so that was the scene that I had gotten, and I was like, यार ये तो बहुत छोटा scene है यार सौरभ. You know, I only am targeting primary parts and lead parts and all of that. So let's not do this. He's like, no, Baba, trust me. And I think same evening only Mukesh called me himself. He's saying that तेरे को ad था ना. He didn't even know what brand it was. He's like, जिसमें तू बहुत तेज बोलता है, फिर तू धीरे बोलने लगता है. नहीं 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 नहीं, तू धीरे बोलने लगता है, फिर तू बहुत तेज बोलने लगता है. And I बोला हाँ, and I had done a lot of ads, and I was like हाँ, so like भेज. So I sent it to him in like 5 minutes, and so very next day only I think I got a call from Rajan DK saying that you're killer and we want to meet you. And I had no idea what the role was. I just went in like an empty slate, and they said, congratulations man, you know about the part, right? I said no, I just know that Rajan DK are making it, so I want to be a part of it for sure, as long as I'm not being wasted. So they said, it's the parallel lead of the show. I was like, what?
You had no clue.
I wanted to jump off the building, but I was like, oh, really nice. और playing it. अंदर से मुझे लगा क्या बात कर रहे हो यार, finally Rajan DK parallel lead. I was like, oh God, this is it.
When did you find out the rest of the incredible cast that this show boasts of?
So
Matlab,
actually,
you had Vijay Sethupathi, KK Menon, Shahid Kapoor, Amol Palekar, not just being good, but literally all of them bringing their absolute A game to Farzi.
yeah,
Thanks to
they're all
Rajan DK.
veterans, the stalwarts. They're on the top of their game, I feel.
You
and,
went on set and?
we casually met, me and Shahid bhai, for about say half an hour. We had gone to do the recce of the press to see how it feels, and we'd obviously been learning about how to counterfeit currency. We had seen documentaries and all. वो हमने अपना homework कर लिया था already, but हम लोग मिले नहीं थे आपस में. तो मैं उनसे मिला और मैंने बोला यार हमें time ही नहीं मिला बिल्कुल आपस में. How am I going to do it? And I told
I
him.
asked him about how you guys created that winning chemistry. Because it really somehow just feels so improvised.
It is.
But he was telling me about how you weren't the least bit intimidated by him, though you kept saying कि भाई कैसे करूँगा मैं. But once the camera rolled, he's like he wasn't the
I
least
actually
bit.
saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that interview of yours. He's very sweet. He's genuinely very sweet, and he's now an elder brother figure for me. I keep calling him, I keep bothering him for little things, and soon I feel that he's going to stop taking my calls because he's like, यार ये छोटी बातों के लिए तो मुझे क्यों call करता है? So that is that, and yeah, I feel that I've trained in FTI as an actor,
Yes.
so I don't get intimidated by anybody. No disrespect meant.
Sure.
But I always feel that if an actor is confident of his craft, there is no need for him to be intimidated by anybody. But there's always, an angle of chemistry that needs to work out between two characters, right?
And it's really crackling.
Yeah,
between
that
both
I
of you.
feel eventually grew. So the first day on set, I went to him, I told him, Bhai, will you do me a favor? He said, yeah bro, tell me. In his very cool way that he was like, yeah bro, tell me. I was like, will you think of me as Ishan? Like, will you think that you're shooting with Ishan? Yeah bro. I know you're not immediately going to be able to do that, but just think of me as Ishan, and yeah, I think let's have that rapport. And every day, we were in the same hotel. There was one day I remember the crew had changed, and nobody actually knew. They didn't even have the time to read the script. So one of the ADs kind of, I was getting my touch-up done, and he was kind of rushing it. So all of a sudden, Shahid bhai got very angry at him. He's like, what the fuck is your problem, man? The director's not in a rush. I am not in a rush. Why are you in a rush? So he literally scolded him, took my makeup brush from my makeup dada. He's like, Dada, mujhe do. And he started to do my makeup on his leg. I was like, मैं puppy ले लूँगा आपकी. I was like, कौन करता है यार ऐसी चीजें? So he's like that, yeah. That helped us. Answering your question, I lost track. I have so many kissas, I'll keep losing track of the questions only.
You are great
But
to interview
these-
because of that.
These little things actually helped us build the characters.
I can imagine. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
On that note, will you, because we've created quite a bit of a situation here, can you take me home?
Yes, please.
And make me some coffee?
Yes, please,
Thank
please,
you.
please.
For someone who doesn't live in Bombay, give us a sense of what Andheri really represents in an actor's life.
Andheri is like the mother of actors. I remember I used to live on Yari Road before, and every day I'd get out and probably bump into other people who were also aspiring to be actors. And yeah, it felt like we're all in the same boat. It's also a very motivating and a demotivating thing at the same time. So because you can think यार मैं वेला हूँ तो ये भी तो वेला ही है, but you can also think यार किसी को काम नहीं मिल रहा. So that's the kind of place Yari Road was. But then by God's grace, as I kind of sort of progressed in my career also, I wanted to shift. Wanted to be a little aloof, so I shifted to Four Bungalows. I didn't even know this area actually existed till the time the broker didn't show me.
It's a beautiful dead end.
Yeah, it's a beautiful dead end. It goes nowhere, and which is the beauty of it.
Which is where your life is
just
taking
leads to
off.
the pigeons. It just leads to the pigeons. So yeah, so this is it. So I loved it, and I loved this whole boulevard, if I'm allowed to call it.
We can call it whatever we want.
It's a
सुकून
nice.
मिलता है ना यहाँ पे.
हाँ, सुकून मिलता है, अच्छा है और काफी अच्छी जगह है और मुझे अच्छा लगता है यहाँ पे.
Thank you for inviting
Welcome to my little
us
house.
home. Oh, it's lovely.
Thank you so much. You have to say that on all interviews,
No,
right?
I don't have to.
No, you don't?
No,
All right.
I've learned the art of just subverting it entirely.
Right.
But it genuinely has a really nice vibe.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And in Bombay, God knows how.
That's good
important that is.
validation then.
Yeah, energy.
You've been to a lot of houses, haven't you?
I have been to a lot of houses.
So then that's it. If you say so, then I believe you.
Who lives here with you? It's your
It's
wife?
just me and my wife. My mom's visiting at the moment, but it's just me and my wife.
Has the attitude in the building changed?
I haven't really gotten out. I haven't really gotten the time to. Because whenever I step out, it's either for a promotion or for an interview. I haven't really interacted with anybody. I haven't gotten the time only. So today's probably the only day I've actually stepped down in the building and walked around to see you. And I haven't, I'll go down. There are a lot of young guys who hang out in the building. I'm sure they'll be pretty kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to see them soon. They're not here today. So I'll probably go down on purpose and act to chill and see how they react to it.
I want to see what the coffee is about. We're
Yes.
going to make a cup of coffee for ourselves.
Yes.
Do you cook?
I've also called for my favorite cookies for you.
Oh.
If you know of this place called Swedish House Mafia.
Yes.
I love the Nutella sea salt coffee there.
Oh my God.
Sorry, the cookies
we
there.
are friends already.
Yes. So I've called for that also for you, and let's enjoy that with our coffee.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was trying to get to know you as much as possible before this interview. So I was doing my little research and I came across a show reel, which I have to tell you is one of
Is
the
it
most
still there?
fascinating things.
No,
that
I have to
seen.
take it down.
No,
It's embarrassing.
No, because you have literally stitched together almost any avatar that any director can see you in. There's action, there's comedy, you're playing a cop, you're playing a gay guy, there's martial arts.
Oh my God, I didn't know it's still there.
I
thought
so
I took it down long
fascinated.
back.
No, why would you? And the comments on it from the recent Farzi burst is even...
There are comments on it now?
Of
I have to
course.
read them.
Like, Firoz bhai, killed it.
Really?
Yes.
How cool is that?
But when you put
People are
this out-
YouTubing me now.
Of people are YouTubing you.
How nice.
Exactly. But when you put this out 11 years ago, was the hope to just sort of let the industry know how versatile you can be?
So that was an era of show reels, Sneha. Everybody was making a show reel. It was
Sure.
sort of a mandate that you've got to have a show reel. So I understood this very early in my career that actors, when they come to Bombay, they kind of waste a lot of time breaking the ice with the casting directors. So then everybody asked me to make a show reel, and I didn't really have anything legit on hand. So these are bits from all the short films that I did in FTI. I did over some 60-70 short films in FTI, and these were like small snippets. And I wanted to make a reel. That reel would probably be of 3 hours in a movie, like a movie itself. And then one of the casting directors, Jogi ji, he told me, "यार 5 मिनट से ऊपर कोई नहीं देखता." He said, you know Jogi ji, right? So he's like, "यार 5 मिनट से ऊपर कोई नहीं देखता भुवन, इसको छोटा काट." और फिर मैंने सोचा मैं क्या काटूं, क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग में तो मैं सब में ब्रिलियंट था. मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा था कि इससे बेटर तो हो ही नहीं सकता.
ये भी देखना पड़ेगा सबको.
हाँ, मतलब मैं आऊंगा बॉम्बे और लोग ऐसे कहेंगे कि आ गए आप, हम तो आपके इंतजार में थे. Chalo, we'll sit.
We'll go upstairs, kya?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea actually. Let's go.
We have access to your
Of
terrace.
course you do.
Now?
You have access to the whole building.
Amazing. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go upstairs.
Let's go. This is my sweet little terrace. It's not fancy at all, but I really feel very calm whenever I come here.
You come here?
I come here very often.
What do you do?
I just hang around. I just stand. I love that corner of the building. I just stand there. There are a lot of mangroves there. You can see the mangroves
Let's
from
go
there.
check out the mangroves.
I keep looking at people on the streets. Yeah, that's what I do for a living. I observe. I soak in, yeah.
And that gives you what as an artist?
A lot, yeah. Observation is the key to everything. I feel the whole idea of acting is laid on 4 pillars. पहले observe करना पड़ता है, then you need to imagine, then you need to concentrate on recreating it, and then you need to relax. Because relaxation is the key. You see all great actors.
Relax मतलब?
Relax.
वो क्या होता है?
It is relaxed. इस एक सहज रस जिसको हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, सहजता होती है यार एक चीज़ में. So to seem effortless on screen, it takes a lot of effort. तो वो पहले जो 3 चीज़ें हैं, आपका काम है वो एफर्ट करना, ऑब्जर्व करना, इमेजिन करना, कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना. दैट्स द एफर्ट बिट. एंड देन इज टू लुक एफर्टलेस ऑन स्क्रीन, विच इज कॉल्ड रिलैक्सेशन.
So on set you're just relaxing.
I have to. Unless it's required for the part. I feel even if you're playing an anxious character, I feel as an actor you need to be calm. So otherwise, you know, you'll always be thinking of different things. So this is something I really learned very early in my life, that you know, all the actors, I used to see a lot of cinema, right? FTI is about watching world cinema. So all the great actors, you know, they're very relaxed. You see anybody in India. My favorite actor in India, Irfan, he was always so relaxed on screen. You never feel that he's trying too hard to achieve anything. He's just there, and that's the beauty of it. That's something I also want to achieve in my life.
मैंने सुना आप लिखते हो शौक के लिए?
मैं शॉर्ट फिल्म्स लिखता हूँ काफ़ी सारी. मैं हाँ मतलब रैप लिखता था थोड़ा थोड़ा, बट मुझे लगा मैं अच्छा रैप नहीं लिखता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरा रैप बहुत ही ऐसे वैसा सा है, क्या मैं बोलूँ, कमर्शियल, टिपिकल.
कुछ है याद?
मेरे को थोड़ा सा जो याद था मैंने लिखा था, वो अच्छा नहीं है, मैं पहले बता रहा हूँ. कब्रों पे किसी की जो बनती है मीनारे-ज़म, माना जानता है क्या होते हैं नज़ारे. गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड नाइट, हर रोज़ ते विश करते, रिप्लाई नहीं करते अब मैसेज को हमारे. मेरे दिल जिगर दे विच, मेरी सारी गल्ला विच, मैं ओनू रख के बैठा सी पर ओते निकली बिच. So it's that's
so
what I stopped writing it.
What are these messages that you weren't getting?
No, I wrote it while I was shooting Farzi.
Oh.
So basically, Raj sir said that, you know, because I am a huge Ludacris fan, and I obviously cannot, Firoz cannot rap like Ludacris, right? So he has to rap. So this is something I wrote while shooting Farzi. They said that, you know, we'll try that rap angle also if it can come in. But we didn't really kind of have that room to fit it in. But I wrote it while I was shooting.
But it helped you find Firoz in a sense.
It does. Yeah. What I write is much different, but what Firoz would write is probably something like that. So I wanted to do like a Firoz rap on camera. So which is why.
How did you get into the headspace of this guy? Because he's just so likable. So
I
he
think
really
that's
stays with
something.
you.
Yeah, that's something. It comes naturally to me. I think I'm a sweet person. I'd like to say that. You know, people who know me say that I have this inherent innocence in me. You know, even when I'm probably yelling on someone, there's a certain innocence. So I felt that needs to come across. And when I was prepping for Firoz, a lot of things had to be prepped for. The lingo. I'm a Delhi guy. I'm not even a Bombay guy.
You don't talk like Firoz every day, kya?
Not at all.
I was convinced that you are this guy only.
No way. First time I actually came to Bombay is also a funny story. You know, I came in an ambulance.
What?
So yeah, everybody has these stories that they came.
No. Nobody has come to Bombay in an.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. So a friend of mine.
टिकट नहीं मिला क्या?
नहीं बताता हूँ. टिकट भी था, सब कुछ था. जरूरत भी नहीं थी आने की. So very funny story. Without naming him, I'll tell you. A friend of mine, an art director from FTI, he had a kidney stone issue, and that was really paining. So he said that, you know, I need to go back home. He's a Bombay guy. So he said, I want to go back home. I want to get admitted, and, you know, I want to get myself treated. And he was yelling and howling in pain.
It's painful.
So I was like, what to do? And somebody had to go with him in the ambulance. So I sat. His girlfriend of that time sat. And then we were just coming to him. Another friend of mine also came along, actually. So we were just sitting and coming in the ambulance. And he was howling in pain. All of a sudden, the nurse or the attendant, whoever, gave him a painkiller. He got all right. Cut to next thing that I see that he's making out with his girlfriend in the ambulance. And I'm a witness to all of it.
You're observing.
I'm observing, quote unquote, coming to Bombay for the first time. And I kept thinking कि यार मैं जब बड़ा एक्टर बन जाऊंगा और मैं लोगों को बोलूंगा पहली बार बॉम्बे कब आया, तो मैं बोलूंगा कि मैं मेकआउट देखता एम्बुलेंस में बैठ के बॉम्बे आया. But yeah. That's probably Firoz. That's something Firoz would have witnessed in his life. So these are the little elements I took from life, and I obviously connected on a huge level with those elements. And yeah, that's about it, yeah. I highlighted those, and I'm glad it got great response.
Yeah, but you had an FTII backing. You came to Bombay in an ambulance, but
Can I also get some cookies? Come,
yes,
come.
please. Thank you.
Yeah, these are my favorite cookies.
Thank you.
You have to try
Oh
the
my
Nutella
God.
sea salt.
The sea
I'm
salt
sure you've had
looks
them before.
Amazing. Amazing. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you
No
for
problem.
really like thinking
Oh
through
my
this
God.
coffee.
Oh my god.
Diet नहीं होता है क्या?
सब मोमा है यार. I know I have a great metabolism. I don't get fat. Again, I don't want to be like
I am that person, and I'm
unless
really
and until
sorry
it's
to
required for
everyone
a
else. Yeah.
you.
I am that person.
You
I
put
can
on
eat-
weight.
no, I don't. So we are those people
Yeah.
now. Just let's accept the blessing.
Well,
Yeah.
Bhagwan, thank you.
Thank you. You go up there and do Titanic, क्या कभी कभी?
Yeah. I don't do Titanic, but I sit there a lot actually. Yeah. And as one of the uncles in my society don't have a problem with it. He constantly has a problem with everything that I do. I don't know what agenda
अभी
does
भी?
he have. Yeah. अभी मतलब I
अभी
don't
change
know.
होगा सब. Do you feel the attitude changing in the industry?
It's too soon to say. It's too soon to say. Yeah.
Tell me
But
what you're hoping changes. Hope तो कर सकते हैं ना?
there's only one thing I hope that doesn't change. That's me.
Wow. Dialogue.
नहीं सच्ची कह रहा हूँ मैं.
But
Because it does get to you, so much love, so much adulation, so much, I don't know, man. Fame, it's too early to say fame, but maybe so much love only. People, it kind of gets in their head. And that's something I never would want for myself. I'd always want to be the way I am. And I hope that stays like that. I will put a conscious effort to be like that.
how?
By not doing things that I've not liked about other people. I've seen people
Like?
grow in front of me. Like means what? You can't like.
Spill the tea.
Yeah, not picking up calls of people,
वही
not
तो rap में लिखा था. I knew there was a reason.
not picking up calls of people, not kind of acting busy, saying things that you shouldn't probably to demean others. Yeah, I've not personally gone through it, but I've seen people doing it to others, and it's very unpleasant. And I've told them also, whosoever's done it. I feel that never happens with me. I don't want to, be a person who's taken it to the head.
How important is it now to you to be the face on the poster?
It is important. I think just small stepping stones. So yeah, that's about it. It's important. I feel that people as long as people are coming and seeing the film, the show, and I've done my job with honesty. I think it's done. पोस्टर पे डालो ना डालो, खाली ब्लैक पोस्टर डाल दो, वाइट पोस्टर डाल दो, सिर्फ फिल्म का नाम लिख दो, डजंट मैटर. पीपल शुड कम एंड पीपल शुड वॉच इट. पोस्टर पे होगा तो क्या होगा, उससे क्या होगा? मेरे शायद घर वाले, मेरी चाची, मेरी मासियाँ, ये सब खुश हो जाएंगे कि हमारा बच्चा पोस्टर पे आया. वो अभी भी खुश है यार. वो इंटरव्यू देख के भी बहुत खुश हो जाएंगी. थैंक यू फॉर डूइंग इट. So
My pleasure. I know how urgently I chased you right after I finished
of course.
the show.
And वही होगा उससे, बट वो प्रायोरिटी नहीं है यार. वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, ये चीज़ें गलत डायरेक्शन में आपको लेके जाती हैं. जब आपके नाम के आगे द लग जाता है, इस द भुवन अरोड़ा, वो द नहीं लगाना है मुझे कभी भी अपने नाम के आगे. मुझे वो हंगर नहीं है कि मुझे पोस्टर पे आना है. मैं काम करूंगा, पोस्टर पे अपने आप आ जाऊंगा. एंड दिस इज समथिंग आई हैव लर्नड फ्रॉम विजय सेतुपति सर. ही इज सो हम्बल, ही इज सो
What a guy,
मॉडेस्ट.
yeah.
व्हाट अ
Can I
गाय
just
मैन.
say
ही
what a
एम्बैरस यू विद हिज modesty.
What would you say is like one of the biggest challenges of perhaps getting people to see that you can be so much more than the hero's friend?
हीरो का दोस्त बनने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है यार. जैसे लोग उसको टैग कर देते हैं उसमें प्रॉब्लम है. Like there is a typical cliched way of presenting a hero's friend, and I've done that a lot in my initial phase because obviously I had to earn money, I had a house to run and all of that. पर वो फिर मैंने करना बंद कर दिया 5 साल पहले. मुझे लगा यार मेरे को मज़ा नहीं आता सेट के ऊपर. मैं वहाँ क्यों जा रहा हूँ? ठीक
So you
है.
just said no.
I said no to a lot of films that were heroes, friends and all of that. And honestly, जब मैंने वो स्क्रिप्ट भी पढ़ी थी, it seemed like a friend's part, जो हम शुरू में बात कर रहे थे उसकी. Seemed like a friend's part and all of that, and it was very छोटा script and all of that. So which is why I also said यार ये मैं कर चुका हूँ, मुझे इस स्पेस में दोबारा I don't want to dig into it again. So वो that element was always there, and I felt कि नहीं करना है मुझे वो. तो anything that does not excite me, I don't want to be a part of it. Not for any reason यार. मतलब I feel that I'm not somebody who really is wanting to be rich. Because पैसा क्या होता है? I saw this.
Says someone who just did Farzi. I'm imagining you on that,
So
that
see
top angle
how
shot
much I
of
had
sitting.
to the path that I
on
had
all
to
those
cross.
notes.
हाँ, like I have no problems with money as such. It's not that I have to be fakir all my life. ठीक है. एंड मेरे को ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि मेरी प्रायोरिटी वो नहीं है. मेरी प्रायोरिटी वो नहीं है. मेरी प्रायोरिटी होती है कि यार मैं जूस आउट कर सकूँ उस चीज़ को. It should be worth my time because time is of true value. I feel it's of true essence. Money is just a tool to buy time. आपके पास पैसे होते होंगे, आई एम श्योर, या मेरे पास पैसे होते, किसी के भी पास पैसे होते, तो वो क्या करता है, वो अपना टाइम वैसे खर्च करेगा जैसे वो चाहता है. सो आई फील मनी इज जस्ट अ टूल टू बाय टाइम, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट टू हैव ऑन माय हैंड्स, माय टाइम. सो इफ आई एम गिविंग यू माय टाइम, डोंट वेस्ट इट. यार, दैट्स व्हाट आई फील. कुकी भी तो खानी होती है घर बैठ के.
But listen, talk to me about just acting as a profession. I was talking to Shahid where he was telling me in that interview that it can also be a very lonely profession.
Yeah.
He's had days when it's just been him and his dog at home. There's facing rejection constantly. How do you sort of preserve yourself and your sanctity?
Thankfully, see, in my case, I have a great set of friends, mostly actors.
Okay.
So another friend of mine, an actor, Shiny, she wrote this very beautiful thing on Instagram and she tagged me after seeing Farzi. She said that if one of us wins, we all win. So it's a beautiful thing, and I feel that my quote-unquote struggle, I hate that word, but by the way, that struggle didn't seem like a struggle because we passed out as a batch here. We were 20 people who were hustling, who were wanting to get work, so we were all either employed or unemployed together. So that was happening. So it never really felt like यार मैं अकेला हूँ इस ship में. So I've never really felt lonely. But whenever I do, I probably go there on the top of the tanki and I sit and I just spend my time by myself.
Which is why you're
yeah,
happier
that's probably a moment of solace that I feel. तो मेरे दोस्त ने एक कविता लिखी थी, उसमें कहते हैं कि अपनों की इस बस्ती से दूर कहीं जाने का मन करता है बस बैठे बैठे खुद से बतियाने का मन.
Oh wow. Wow.
So yeah, sometimes I feel like that. I take that moment and then I'm back to normal.
For people who are discovering you with Farzi, what are some other films and shows that you really hope that they go back and watch?
One show that I want people to watch is The Test Case because it's a good show. I don't know if a lot of people have seen it. I'm not really good with numbers. Again, not a Firoz thing, but I'm good with investments, not great with numbers. So that is something I want people to watch because it's a good show. I feel, and I feel a film that I did called Bank Chor was actually a good film. I would never understand why I didn't do great business, but I think it was a good film. I had a lot of fun shooting for it.
What was your Insta bio? Do you remember?
Talentino.
And uske niche kuch to
Life
likha?
is a lesson, you learn it when you're through.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been like that forever.
Seriously?
Yeah, I never change it. उसमें मैंने नीचे फर्जी का ट्रेलर का लिंक जरूर डाल दिया, बट मैंने कुछ करा नहीं.
Life is a lesson, you learn it when you're through.
It's a song by Limp Bizkit, if you remember.
Yeah, but now that Farzi is through, leave us with what the sweetest lesson Farzi taught you.
See, no matter what the path has to offer, never stop walking, because it's eventually going to reward you.
ये सब आप लिखते हो क्या?
नहीं, ये मेरा फीलिंग है genuinely. मैं genuinely फील करता हूँ कि चलना नहीं रुकना चाहिए आपका कभी भी. कहीं ना कहीं आपको या तो रास्ता खूबसूरत लगने लगेगा या मंजिल मिल ही जाएगी.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I will end on that beautiful note.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Another
much.
cookie for you. Cookie?
Thank you.
Cookie? Cookie?
Thank you for the coffee, for opening up your house,
Pleasure's
your
all
terrace,
mine.
your heart.
Pleasure's all mine.
Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was so not a regular interview. I actually had like a heartfelt conversation with you, and I'll cherish it forever.
Thank you.
Until we do it the next time. You do redos, right?
I do redos.
Wow.
Vikrant has been a regular redo.
Wow.
Yeah.
मैं भी आता रहूँगा.
So since you enjoyed it, why don't you tell our audience what to do?
Guys, if you enjoy Spill the Tea with Sneha, and there's no reason for you to not to, definitely like, subscribe, and
Comment, share.
And do everything that needs to be done to the Film Companion channel right away. Thank
Bye.
you. And also watch Farzi.